Melissa, I noticed that you have new things happening. I noticed we don't have the star graphic anymore that flops back and forth.
Which star graphic?
I can't hear you I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
No, you got to put the microphone closer to you. Don't get all nervous now because you don't have a pop screen.
Can you hear me now?
You're too low. Don't be nervous.
Can you hear me now?
So you guys, funny story. I usually have a pop screen on my headset, and she's wearing my headset that I use for shows, but there's no pop filter on it. So she's scared that everyone's gonna hear her breathe. It's part of life. It just means that you're alive. That's all. We can celebrate. So the whole thing today was getting. Let me switch over here. You know, we were gonna have Nate come on from MBlog and tell us about the fifth annual Bravo Fest. But I figured, look, we got a couple of days to figure it out. So we had a technical difficulty. And Melissa, you know about Discord. You're like a Discord expert. What was the deal with Discord? Can you explain what the technical difficulty might have been?
Typically, when people first enter the Discord for the very first time, you have to verify yourself.
Right.
So to do that, you need to click the little green check mark
Okay.
emoji
All right.
that's there in the chat.
All right. So what you're saying is,
where to do it and
so what you're
everything.
saying is, when you're in the Discord, when you're first joining the Discord, and you're verifying yourself, what is the next move?
Well, you need to then exit out of the app, restart the app, and you'll notice once you are verified that a whole bunch of new channels will be unlocked.
All right, bring that back. So I'm a new member and I want to join the Discord, okay?
Yep.
I go, you send me the invite to the Sepsis Discord, and then you're saying that there's a verified channel.
Yeah, because you need to verify yourself so, everybody knows you're not a bot.
Okay, understood.
There's so many spam bots.
So I'm a new member to the Sepsis Discord channel, and I'm in the verified section. What do I do, Melissa?
Click the green check mark emoji.
Click the green check mark emoji, Melissa.
It will automatically verify
It
you.
will automatically verify you, Melissa.
At that point, restart the app.
Restart the app.
And you'll see a whole bunch of brand new channels unlocked for you.
Oh my. Is that how it's done?
All the channels are hidden so that we don't get spam.
Okay. So
that's why the verification process is there.
There you go, everybody. That is why there is the verification process. Yeah. Melissa has explained it. If you're not in the Sepsis Discord, you really should go there.
Yep.
Because
to join, just go to our website and click on the Discord button. There's a big Discord button.
And then you'll land on
that's the invite link, so to speak.
Okay, and then you'll land in our Discord in the basically the town square of our Discord.
The Discord button is right there on our home page on our website at sepsis.com.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Can you do a little bit more controlled breathing while you're on the microphone?
I am sorry if you want to hear me. This is as close as I need the microphone to be. Is it hard to hear me?
Huh?
Is it still hard to hear me?
I don't know. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if it's hard to hear Melissa, or put a 2 in the chat if she needs to breathe more. So everybody, the reason why I still have this Bravo Fest graphic up is because we are playing in Putnam, Connecticut at the end of the week. Saturday, we'll be there all day. It's September 28th, and I'm going to be going over it again and again tonight and every fucking night. And we're going to do it every fucking night until Nate comes on, and then he does it. And he's going to explain to you. I don't want to outdo him in his presentation. I never could. But let me just give you a rundown here. I found this on KTLA, whatever EIN Press Wire this is. Putnam, Connecticut, Charlie Bravos will once again be hosting Bravo Fest with live music in many genres, raising money for veterans and charity homes for our troops, everybody. Look at your screen, please. Putnam, Connecticut, United States. This obviously dropped in August. Melissa, you're breathing. On Saturday, September 28th, Price Chopper, Market 23, and WMFR, Metal Fortress Radio, Charlie Bravos in Putnam, bring to you the 5th annual Bravo Fest, everybody. That's what we'll be. The charity is a music festival in support of Homes for Our Troops. You guys can tag any of those people if you wish. A nonprofit organization based out of Taunton, Mass. That builds and donates specialty adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. That is the coolest thing ever. That is the coolest thing ever. We're not gonna go crazy on this because I'm gonna have Nate, and Nate's gonna tell you guys fucking again. And again. No, but you guys got to know, we got a crowd coming out this Saturday. If you want to come and hang out and hear Melissa sing, she'll be there breathing and singing. What?
Listen, I am trying to not breathe in the microphone.
I can't hear you. What?
Oh, my God.
What'd you say? You were saying?
I'm done.
You're done? This is your first day on the live stream. What do you mean you're done?
Moved the microphone.
Well, not over the claps, I can't.
Damn it.
Let's give Melissa some music. You guys come out to Bravo Fest September 28th and come see bands like Simfinity, After the Winter, Silent Sanity, Dawn of End, and don't forget Lubricate, and yours truly, Sepsis. Many more, September 28th, Bravo Fest in Putnam. Shout out to my homeboys in Joint Damage for the shout out. I love them boys. My buddies from Donovan, I'm excited to see them again, and truly, you guys know how much I love Simfinity. I wear their bandana all the time on my my live streams. If there's any evidence that I love you, if you're a person out there and you're like, what the fuck, does Will even love me, man? If you want to know if I love you, look in my face. Why are you laughing? Hold on, let me turn my... hold on. I don't think you're taking me serious enough. I want to be taken more seriously.
Okay. I can't do it.
Why are you laughing? Stop laughing. Yo, why is this lady laughing? Come on, we got to gain self-control here.
Yes, Ed, I got a microphone.
Hold on. Can you, no one can, he can't hear you because hold on, because you're holding your breath. Can we hear you on the microphone, please?
Can you hear me now?
It's a little better.
Okay. Am I still breathing?
Yeah, I'm ready to be taken seriously.
Well, yes, Ed, I finally got a mic.
It's all because of you, too. You know this was Ed's idea. Well, no, but it's powered by Ed. Fueled by Ed.
Salvatore Pan in the chat.
Salvatore Pan's in the chat. I said I was being ready to be taken seriously. Now everyone's joking around so much.
Shiz.
Wait a minute, Salvatore, you can't hear me? What is going on here?
Everyone can hear you.
Everyone can hear me because my microphone's loud. My microphone's loud. No, I know. This is kind of like me and you in the band room. This is cool. This is all right. Hold on. Ed says, the woman needs to be heard. That's right.
Goddamn right.
That's right. And she will be heard. September 28th at Putnam, Connecticut at Charlie Bravos with great acts like Simfinity. And no, I already did that. But you guys get the point. What the hell is that? All right. Yo, Kerry, I'm hoping Kerry can come out to Swarmy Fest. What's going on with it? You guys, we're running out of VIP room. If we haven't already.
Yo, this VIP is going to be epic.
It's going to be what?
Epic.
Hans said louder. Well, so
Epic!
I'm going to tell you that so my he's like, I'm thinking about it. So
Hell yeah.
I usually have a pop screen on my headset. and I lost my pop screen somewhere between the rehearsal from last week until this podcast. So I don't even know what I'm going to do come this Saturday, 28, in Putnam, Connecticut. Charlie Bravos with great acts like M Block. I mean, we already did that. But you know what I mean. There's nothing wrong with a moment of silence. Don't start to get strange. Don't you all look at me like that. You guys were all silent. It wasn't just me. You guys all broke for silence. I don't know what you guys were doing.
Well, I mean, Hans is clapping.
Why? Hans is always clapping. He's excited. There you go. There you go. So, guys, about like Charlie Bravos and Swarmy Fest and all these like New England shows and local shows. Local bands. Bruce is in here too. I'm so glad. He and the music collective Legion of Solace are proud sponsors of Swarmy Fest, and among many others. But I feel like this really hits home and fits well with Legion of Solace because they're like curators. And I had to explain the other day in front of the entire Xbox Live community. I explained what a sponsor was and who Legion of Solace was and what a music curator was, and it was a really engaging and informative conversation. Hopefully, helping people to better understand my life for sure. But what I want to talk about, yes, Melissa.
I will wait till you're done because.
Oh, this is going to be weird because I don't know about you. I don't know about you doing. What are we going to do now? Because now you have a microphone, and I'll glitch out and forget what I'm talking about.
Right, you might want to write your notes down or something.
I don't need notes. When are you planning to interrupt me?
Well, Carrie here is asking about VIP, so I was going to answer their question.
Well, we got to save room for him. Go ahead, answer the question. I got your back.
Okay, so Carrie, you're asking how much VIP is.
What do I do when you're talking?
What
do I do? You know what I mean?
I have no clue. That's a good question. You know, eventually I will be on screen with you, and it won't matter. Eventually.
Okay. All right.
But
I don't want to get caught
right now, I have no clue what you're going to do.
flossing
Sit
my
there, 'cause
teeth
that's
or
what I used to do during Swarm TV. Just kind of sit there while you talked.
Oh, that's weird.
Right.
This is a reverse role.
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
All right,
That's
go
what's
ahead. Have
different.
at it. I'm just going to be quiet and try not to pick my nose or something.
Well, VIP is currently $150. However, you get the whole VIP experience, meet and greet with Sepsis. You get to bring a +1 with you. And just remember, it's not a concert ticket, so you would have to buy that.
I was going to say
person's
that could
extra
get
ticket.
confusing for people. So why is
Sure.
VIP different than a Swarmy Fest ticket? Why is that different, Melissa?
Because the venue has their own tickets for the actual concert.
So the musical performance is separate than VIP.
Yes, so VIP has its own separate activities.
And Swarmy Fest VIP starts on Friday and goes throughout the whole
Right.
weekend.
So in this scenario, we would have a pre-party and an after-party.
Hmm. And there's a pre-party prior to the performance party.
Oh, Friday's going to be amazing. It's gonna be
And
so much fun.
Saturday morning, if you're
Oh,
a
yeah.
VIP and there's still room, you get to go to the radio station with us and Legion of Solace, which is pretty fucking dope.
Absolutely. You will also get a exclusive Yellow Jacket VIP Lammy.
We
Lamb
should
dance.
really rethink about how we're all traveling.
You think so?
I do, because we have so many people. Wouldn't it make sense, seriously, does it make sense that everybody rents a separate car? Shouldn't we just rent a big shuttle?
I think that would be smarter.
We need to talk with everybody that's coming in and flying in, and whoever's at the hotel, whoever's at the VIP home base, we need to work out somehow to shuttle back and forth to the venue rather than 8 people. I mean, that's crazy. Don't you think?
I think that's great.
Can
It's a
everybody hear?
wonderful idea.
Ed said he's going to ride on the roof.
But wait, that's not all.
No, it's not.
We will also be giving out a fan bundle for those that are in VIP. So
Bundle
you will
up.
get a t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
a bandana,
You do.
and some stickers. And VIPs will also be entered into their own little raffle
Yes.
to win a big special bundle.
Yes, at every Swarmy Fest at the end, all of the people that buy into VIP, there is a gift bag at the end that one lucky VIP will win, as long as
And
Melissa's
it's
still
gonna have a
breathing.
whole bunch of special items, so you'll find out if you're VIP what those items will be.
Yes.
You can of course take photos with the entire band.
Yes, and we're not talking about like sweaty concert photos. Like we're talking about nice photos before we get on stage and melt.
Mm-hmm.
That's always
You
nice.
will get a full digital album download of Almost 11.
We'll give you everything.
Access to sound check and dress rehearsal when it's available. We will create unique stories for your social media.
Yeah, Hans will steal your phone and do dances. He'll do the Macarena.
And of course, dinner with the band.
Yeah,
so this is all stuff that you get for a mere $150.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna keep it real. Generally, people that are out of town and don't get to see us very often, people that might only get to see us once or twice every couple of years, those are usually people that, jump into this sort of thing. BPS Records also has another addition to the pre-party, after-party that I'll be mentioning shortly. Hopefully I get to bring them on and talk about that. But there is yet another whole addition that we have yet to announce yet that we plan on rolling out shortly. And it should be a lot of fun. For the people that are coming in and flying in and hanging out on Friday, it just got even better. That was a lot to talk about. Okay, guys, have a good night. Holy shit. Bruce is talking about bringing his special barbecue sauce. Now, I know Tommy Johnson has his special barbecue sauce. Shout out to Tommy.
Oh, shit. That's really good, too.
I know. I'm hoping. So this is what I was hoping. Bruce, why don't we get in the business of creating the sepsis, I don't know if we're going to call it swarm sauce or, the stinger.
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I mean? And then, of course,
like
we need an official hot sauce.
Yeah, we do. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean? We need to have this.
Get on this.
So somebody tag hot sauce. So we need hot sauce to have her official hot sauce, but we do need an official like sepsis condiment. We've been shopping for the right brand ambassadorship.
I would love to make a sepsis honey.
I would love to make a trip down to Charlie Bravo's September 28th, where you'll see great bands like Dawn of End, After the Winter, and Sepsis. Oh, we already did that. I'm going to keep doing y'all like that. Yeah. See, they like it. It's Stinger hot sauce. Oh, man, so many memories in P.O. Box 14, for all of you that don't know. So I've had a few people ask me, Melissa, how the hell do we play with sepsis? How do we play Bravo Fest? How do we play Swarmy Fest? How do you play? How do you get your band to play shows with us? That is a great question, and I'm going to tell you how. When you see us announcing events, don't be shy. If you see us announcing events on social media and you're in a band, don't be shy. Jump in. Jump in the conversation. We're not Motley Crue. We're not Sumerian fucking Records, and we don't want to be. Sepsis wants to be. We are and always have been extremely approachable by regular, everyday people. That's kind of the challenge of being in sepsis, is being vulnerable and being easy to talk to and having to answer every message and being interactive with our fans. It's one of the things that a lot of bands just don't get. It's one of the challenges that a lot of the bands just don't meet. And that's why we do it, frankly, okay? So that's one thing that you guys can do. If you want to play shows with us, you guys got to jump into the chat when we have an announcement. When we have a show and announcement, jump into the conversation and make yourself known. Say, hey, I'm part of whatever band. I'd love to play with you guys.
Jump on in. Don't walk.
Yep.
Jump.
And don't stop there. You know, maybe we miss you. Sometimes the algorithm's crazy. Sometimes Facebook is not a perfect system, or Twitter, or one of these places. It's how we all meet these days, right? So send us a formal email. Jump out. Make yourself known. Also, the best way to get on a Sepsis show and play with us is come be a part of the show. If you see Bravo Fest and you go, damn, I want to play a show with Symfinity. I want to play a show with After the Winter or Dawn of End. How can I do it? Get up and go to the show. Before just inviting yourself into people's lives, if you want to play with these cool bands, get your ass up and go down and support them. It's a great way to get your band involved directly. If you want to play shows with bands like Sepsis, go and support bands like us. Head out to the shows and buy those affordable tickets and start supporting the bands that you want to play with. Melissa?
Aw, thanks, Jason. He said that's what makes Sepsis so awesome.
Thank you so much. Well, you know, that's not an act. That's not a gimmick. That's something we can't wait to prove in the physical world. You know what I mean? Supporting bands and being consistent and doing it every day is something that we've done since 2010. And that's something that we can't wait to be called out on. We can't wait for people to call us out and go, you guys don't support local, dude. Because I'll show you my t-shirt collection. I'll show you my ticket stubs. We'll show you how many times we go out a year. We are the first to enter the venue, and Sepsis is the last to leave, no matter who's there. That's just what we do. We are a local band, and we can't wait to be called out as one. Where most local bands can't wait to be a national band, we don't mind being local. Save it. We don't mind being from the neighborhood. We don't mind being approachable. So that's the thing, guys. Come to shows and meet the bands that we play with. Hey, maybe you don't really like our band or whatever, but maybe we're playing with other bands that you do, right? Be polite. Come down. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to my band members. Show them that you support them. Become friends with them. Introduce your music to them. Join our groups. Follow the fucking bands that we work with. The best way to get on one of our shows is to come support one of our live shows in person. If you want to work with Sepsis, support our live streams. If you want us to follow you, then come follow us. If you want to play music with us and you want us to cheer for you, then come and cheer for us, and we'll be right there for you. You see? I hope you guys understand that. Guys, Ed is not a regular everyday person, as he's explaining in the chat. But one thing that makes him extraordinary is the way that he supports and rocks with so many bands. And that's one thing that I really love about Ed. And if you are anything like Ed, seriously, you're going to make time. And you're going to come down this September 28th to Putnam, Connecticut at Charlie Bravo's, where you are going to hear awesome bands like Sepsis, Symfinity, and we already did that before. But y'all feel me. I got to clear the air here as we get to the news part of this program. I've got to make a confession. Don't look at me like that. There's no more stories about Diddy. There's no baby oil. I'm not doing it, but we're just gonna move on now. Yes, there's news about TikTok. We got news about, it's been a while since we had some TikTok news. I specialize in TikTok news. But prior to getting to that, I forgot to do my intro. I do the fucking intro every day. Guys, William versus the World is your daily dose of music industry wild stories, tips, insights, and education. Welcome, everybody, to William versus the World, the ultimate fucking destination for your music industry news and analysis. Enter the discussion. Join me and now Melissa every fucking day, every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern as we dissect the latest trends, controversies, technology, and breakthroughs shaping the world of music. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle the fuck up for another episode of William versus the World! All right.
Sean
So-
says he really likes your show.
Sean. I wish Sean could be. Well, actually, Sean can be on my show. Actually, I want Sean to come on the show. Because Sean comes up the Thursday before Swarmy Fest, which means that he can come on the show. And Swarmy Fest, of course, is, 2 shows away from, September 28th, this Saturday in Putnam, Connecticut at Charlie Bravo's. You can hear what? That's the last time I'm going to do it. I ain't going to do it no more, I promise. I ain't going to do it. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again.
Oh, don't let me change your mind.
I'll never do it again. As long as you guys all remember to come down this Saturday and Putnam Canal. I'm just fucking around. All right, really. That's enough. It's just because I'm hyperactive. That's all it is, guys. So now I've wasted so much fucking time tonight. I can't believe it. We might do one story. We'll still do a story, but I got to go over this, guys. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, "Hey, Will, I wish you would stop covering all the crazy stories. I wish Sepsis would stop sticking up for people." And people have come to me recently and asked me if I would please stop being so opinionated, outspoken, and honest about everything that's going on in the music industry. Please, William, would you please consider just stop talking like that? It could be terrible for you and the music career and the whole business. And my answer to you is go and fuck yourself. So I'm going to tell you why I cover Marilyn Manson and R. Kelly and why I do cover stuff like that. So I'm going to try to explain to you why I cover it, and then I'm going to move on. Why do I cover Marilyn Manson? It's to show people really how fake and feeble and how much favoritism the fans play in comparison to people like R. Kelly. Do you get that? I cover Spotify and I cover all the scandals in music to expose that the music industry is a fucking crime. And the audience members have been buying tickets to it for the last 80 fucking years. The internet, is like who can make the prettiest pollution. Who can make the prettiest pollution possible on the internet. I understand that's where we are now. Getting us to pay for things that we don't actually own over and over again. The business model of subscribing to everything or all while owning none. It's called William versus the World because when I gather and collect all the stories about the music industry and we take them apart here on the program, we translate them, repurpose and present them in a way that encourages deeper conversations and reveals larger topics going on across the world. And that's why we call this William versus the world. So that's why I cover those topics. Because it's not really about music. We're not really covering music. When I talk about Spotify, we're not just talking about Spotify. I'm hoping to encourage some of you guys out there to look at where we've gone as a species in terms of how we deal with each other, pollution, our neighborhoods. I'm hoping that by talking about something that we all care about, like music, I'm hoping by showing you my experience in how sepsis has been mistreated and ripped off in the music industry, I'm hoping to reveal to you, I'm hoping to educate you in a larger panoramic view when thinking about larger topics and conversations that are going on around you. If it was called William versus the music industry, then that's what the program would be called. But it's called William versus the world because at a collection of the stories that I have, it should tell a story, presenting and showing to you a world that needs a lot of help. Hey, I like that. Where there's a will, there's a way. Guys, let's do one. I realize it's 7:58. But Melissa, did you enjoy any of the time here on the program?
Sure did.
Okay.
I'm still here whenever you need me.
So I got to tell you about TikTok. Do you remember months and months and months and months and months ago on the Honeycomb Hideout when we were talking about how TikTok could be a potential Spotify killer? Now this is like going back to like the end of last summer, I would say, a little over a year when they made TikTok music. So here's an update for you guys. TikTok to shutter music subscription service TikTok Music in November. So guys, just as fast as it went up, and as you guys know, I've been telling you, these apps aren't music streaming apps. These apps aren't social apps. These apps are whatever they need to be. If the laws change and all of a sudden, you know, prostitution is okay on Facebook, then guess what? It's just, you know what I mean? If all of a sudden the internet allows naked kids, and guess what? If all of a sudden, I mean, look at how much shit is crazy on the internet. Like, you can go on Amazon and you can buy almost bootleg anything. You know, we live in a very, it's easy, and it's easy to mainstream bootlegged items. Like, you can go on something as solid as Amazon, right? And you can get bootleg Nintendo or bootleg video games, right? Has it ever, like, you never asked yourself, like, why is that so easy to do? Like, but, like, Nintendo's a huge corporation. How come they can't just tap Amazon on the shoulder and say, hey, excuse me, from one reputable business to another, cease and desist, son? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. You know, Walmart taps you on the shoulder. I mean, can I find sepsis, bootleg, and knockoff stuff online? Absolutely. Can I find people stealing our music? Absolutely.
Happens all the time.
Well, when people steal from musicians, no one gives a shit. There are modded GTA games. There are modded Halo style video games. You know, so digital assets, music, files, right? Games are kept on files like music, right? So when you go to Amazon, you look up video games, look up retro video games, right? Or like one of our sponsors, Eargasm, right? Remember when Eargasm earplugs came out? They were the only thing of its kind.
Yeah.
What is stopping anyone to say fuck your copyright? Think of our record label. Think of all the emulators in Nintendo and Atari emulators. Does Nintendo even have the workforce or the legal team to run around and hand out cease and desists to everybody on Amazon? But I mean, I just find it interesting that these large companies can't tap each other on the shoulder and say, "Hey, man, can you please not steal from me?" They have no respect from each other. TikTok doesn't have any respect for legacy music rights holders. It was widely seen as a potential Spotify killer, a subscription streaming service platform by TikTok, the world's largest short-form video service. But today, September 24th, TikTok has confirmed it will be closing down TikTok Music worldwide on November 28th, fucking burying it before it even started. Wow, that was a quick party. That will mean the end of TikTok Music service in the 5 regions in which the app is currently live, and that is Indonesia, Brazil, Australia, Singapore, and Mexico. So in case you never gave a shit, that's why. They always test stuff elsewhere before they bring it here, you know? Because they kind of like water it all down, like chocolate. Like everything before it makes it to the States, I mean, everything's pretty sturdy, you know, and they get it to its most affordable form before we get it. Don't be surprised. TikTok says that it will be now focused on its resources on its Add to Music app feature, which enables TikTok users to save music tracks they discover on the video platform to playlists on their preferred music audio streaming services. That means, guys, if you don't know what that means, basically, like if you're scrolling around on TikTok and you hear something that you like and it happens to be published by a streaming service, at that time you can favorite it and then play that same song on your preferred music streaming service. Sources within TikTok suggest that the closure of TikTok Music has partly informed by the company's strategy of partnering with external music streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music to drive consumption on these platforms rather than directly compete with them. Look at that. They made friends, everybody. In a statement, Old Olbermann, the global head of the global Doberman, says that the music business development TikTok told Music Business Worldwide, quote, "Our Add to Music app feature has already enabled hundreds and millions of track saves to playlists on partner music streaming apps. Quote, we will be closing TikTok Music at the end of November in order to focus on our goals of furthering TikTok's role in driving greater music listening and value on music streaming services for the benefit of artists, songwriters in the music industry." TikTok Music officially launched in Indonesia and Brazil last summer, licensed by 3 major music companies. The app succeeded ByteDance's Rezo, a long-running music subscription platform in these territories. In October last year, TikTok Music app launched in Australia, Singapore, and Mexico. However, it arrived without Universal Music recording music catalog, seemingly a precursor to a licensing fallout with UMG and TikTok, which has since been resolved. Damn it. All right? And there you have it. Melissa's over there having a good time. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys had a good time. It's 8:05. I'm going to go smoke weed and play video games. Come and hang out with us on Immaculate Connection Gaming, especially on Wednesday and Friday, on Wednesdays and Fridays, or any other time that Melissa... If I could speak and Melissa could breathe, we'd be there. Join us for another episode of... This September 28th in Putnam, Connecticut, Charlie Bravos is having their 5th annual Bravo Fest, where you'll see amazing bands like Sepsis and Sinfinity, M-Block, Donovan, and after the winter. Guys, don't miss us this Saturday. I will get Nate on this program. I'm not bullshitting. Join me tomorrow at 7 o'clock, guys, for another episode of...